Hello everyone. This video is about all newly implemented and improved functionalities in QSAR Toolbox version 4.7. Information about the newly implemented and improved functionalities in QSAR Toolbox 4.7 can also be found in the official release notes. The aim of this tutorial is informative, but not demonstrative. The new implementations and improvements in QSAR Toolbox 4.7 are divided into several main sections: general modifications, modifications and improvements in the modules, input, profiling, data and data matrix, category definition, data gap filling, report, in the repository and in the web client. The general modifications in QSAR Toolbox 4.7 concern the following functionalities, modules and features: interface extension that enables the registering and unregistering of additional metapath databases. This is an additional application that is automatically installed with the QSAR Toolbox and can be accessed via the main search in the window. Further details can be found in the corresponding tutorial novelties in the documented metabolism. Better representation of observed metabolites on the data matrix. Here, additional information for the observed metabolites is transferred from the metapath database, such as the number of the maps, the test organism, various tables with quantitative information for the metabolites in different organs. Further details can be found in the tutorial novelties in the documented metabolism. Profilers and simulators. The modifications here are related to modifications in the basic modules of the system, modified rigid endpoint path for environmental fate and transport, modifications in the alerts or other functional groups, and updates in the transformation tables used in the EASIS software. The modifications in the databases and inventories are due to corrections to ID information and addition of new chemicals with experimental data. The cache stores the results of profiling and metabolism as well as the calculated 2D and 3D parameters for the chemicals from the Toolbox databases. The documentation, such as the F1 help, as well as the profiler and database documentation, have also been updated. 7 additional OECD harmonized templates have been linked, resulting in the transfer of additional data from Euclid system to Toolbox. The main modifications of the Tedra plugin are related to the transfer of data from the Euclid endpoint summary field for toxicokinetics results and modifications related to the mapping of the 7 additional harmonized OECD templates. The modifications in the input can be summarized as follows: ability to enter a specific structure without automatically assigning an ID. This allows a representative UVCB structure to be entered and predicted in the Toolbox. Improved handling of chemicals with stereo information and multi-constituents. Inclusion of a new line in the structure information section allowing manual entry of user comments for a substance. The modifications in the profiling section are as follows: significant modifications have been made to the toxic hazard classification by Kramer profiling scheme, where the transparency of profiling results has been increased by providing additional summarized information in the data matrix. In addition, a printable report of the profiling results has already been implemented. The next slides list the profiling schemes and the metabolic simulators that have been updated with the new version of the QSAR Toolbox. The modifications of the data module and the data matrix are related to the implementation of a filter function for the information in the observed metabolism, which is demonstrated in the tutorial novelties in the documented metabolism. The other modifications are related to the implementation of harmonization rules to simplify the rigid endpoint tree paths of environmental fate and transport level and ADME properties. In addition, harmonization rules have been implemented for 2 endpoints: aquatic toxicity to fish and acute oral toxicity, resulting in the harmonization of a large number of data points that can be used to fill data gaps. There are some databases and inventories that have been updated. More details about the updated information will be presented on the next slides. A new database is provided with version 4.7 of the QSAR Toolbox, namely the EASIS database, which contains experimental data on the endocrine activity of about 500 chemicals. Significant changes have been made in the category definition section, where new functionalities for categorization and subcategorization have been implemented. Further details can be found in the corresponding tutorial. New subcategorization functionalities. The changes in the data gap filling module concern the workflow editor, where two new functions have been implemented: filtering of metabolic information and a new option to manually enter a QSAR prediction. The most important modifications in the reports concern the QSAR prediction report, in which the information is organized according to the OECD QAF guidance document. Minor modifications have been made to the report wizard, where two additional options have been implemented. The first option allows to report all analogs, especially for trend analysis predictions. The second option removes all empty sections from the report. Regarding the repository, 3 plugins have been updated: Kate, Vega, and the PBT profiler of ECHA. The improvements in the web client are described on the next 3 slides. The first list of modifications relates to new features and improvements in the data matrix, such as saving and restoring the matrix, exporting results from the matrix, generating reports, displaying metadata, and others. In addition, some improvements have been made in the Euclid search section, such as displaying multiple documents found within a single entity and loading the Euclid chemicals found in the data matrix. The list of overall improvements and updates to the web client is summarized here, including the improved module for loading lists of chemicals, improved task management, improved handling of larger datasets, and providing report for QSAR models, known as QMRF. Now, you are already familiar with the newly implemented and improved functionalities in QSAR Toolbox 4.7. Contact QSAR Toolbox Help Desk for technical questions. If your question concerns policy or regulatory acceptance of Toolbox results within the EU legislations of ECHA's competence, please refer to the ECHA website directly.